Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the ocean to solve a fascinating mystery. We all know them, we've all seen them on the beach, but is the starfish really a fish? The name seems to say so, but stick around because the answer might just surprise you. So, let's get right to it. Despite their name, starfish are not fish at all. I know, it's a bit of a plot twist. Let's break down why. When you think of a fish, what comes to mind? Probably things like gills for breathing, fins for swimming, and a backbone, right? Well, starfish are missing all of those key features. First off, let's talk about breathing. Fish use gills to extract oxygen from the water. It's a pretty sophisticated system. Starfish, on the other hand, breathe in a much simpler way. They have tiny structures on their skin called papillae, or skin gills, which allow for gas exchange directly with the surrounding water. No complex gills to be found. Next up, movement. Fish are masters of the aquatic world, using their fins and tails to glide and dart through the water. A starfish moves in a completely different, almost alien-like way. If you flip one over, you'll see hundreds of tiny, suction cup-like structures called tube feet. By pumping water through a complex internal plumbing system, they can extend and retract these feet to slowly crawl across the ocean floor. It's less like swimming and more like walking on hundreds of tiny stilts. Now, for the biggest difference, the skeleton. Fish are vertebrates, which means they have a backbone, a spinal column made of vertebrae. This is a defining characteristic of the entire fish family and, well, us too. Starfish, however, are invertebrates. They have no bones at all. Instead, their structure is supported by a system of hard calcium carbonate plates called ossicles, which form a kind of flexible armor just under their skin. This is what gives them their tough, spiny texture. So, if they're not fish, what are they? Starfish belong to a group of marine animals called echinoderms. This name literally means spiny skin in Greek, which is a perfect description. Their closest relatives aren't fish, but other fascinating creatures like sea urchins, sand dollars, and sea cucumbers. They all share that unique five-part radial symmetry, a water vascular system for moving, and that lack of a true backbone. Because of all these differences, scientists and marine biologists actually prefer to call them sea stars instead of starfish. It's a much more accurate name that avoids the confusion. Calling a sea star a starfish is a bit like calling a jellyfish a fish, another common mix-up for a creature that also lacks a backbone, gills, and fins. It's amazing how a simple name can hide such a complex and different biology, right? The sea star is a perfect example of the incredible diversity of life in our oceans. They are not fish, but they are absolutely extraordinary creatures in their own right, with a unique way of moving, breathing, and living. They are the true stars of the seabed. So the next time you're at the beach or an aquarium and see one of these, Amazing animals, you can impress your friends with the knowledge that it's not a starfish, but a sea star, a proud member of the echinoderm family. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive today. I hope you found it as fascinating as I do. If you learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing facts about the natural world. Drop a comment below with what animal you want me to cover next. See you in the next video.